Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day. Speak up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
Okay. I'm so happy to see you.
Well, you're not really seeing me, but I understand the sentiment. Thank you.
Today I have two questions.
Yes.
And one is, okay, I'm sorry, maybe my English is not that so good. But
neither is mine.
Okay. And I'm working with the trees every day. That's
trees.
My yes.
Yes.
That's my
passion.
Passion.
Yes.
And also that's my work.
Yes.
And I've been last 20 years when I first experienced your tape. All my decisions and sometimes I lost. Then I always put my mind you say excitement.
Yes, act on your excitement.
Yes.
Because excitement is the body's physical translation of the vibration of energy that represents your true natural core self. Mm-hmm. That's why it's so important to act on your excitement, because then you're in alignment with your truth.
Yes, so I've been doing the choice based on that excitement. So I came to this place and I feel so blessed every day with trees.
All right,
and,
thank you.
Thank you. So, I feel so close to the trees and I feel almost like sometimes family with trees.
Yes, do you have a question?
Yes. So the trees in this earth, what's their, I don't know how to ask, but the role of them to be on this earth?
They are a certain specific kind of consciousness that is multi-level, just as yours is, but expresses itself in a variety of different ways. Number one, they are antennae, stretching up off the earth to pull down energy from the electromagnetic field and utilize it in certain ways for the purpose of growth, for the purpose of expansion, for the purpose of communication and forming a network, a grid, in a sense, over the entire planet of a certain frequency that supports life of all kinds. So they are, in that sense, a matrix of energy antennas that moderate, in a sense, and modulate a particular pulse of energy that supports the ability of life to express itself on your planet in all forms. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Then, for example, like a redwood or oak, they have all the different kind of frequency.
They have different frequencies, yes. The idea of what you call the redwood specifically carries a frequency of being, shall we say, the ambassador energy of the tree kingdom. Do you follow? So they are the go-betweens, they are the contacts, they are the ones that most strongly resonate the idea of communion between what you call the tree people, the tree world, and the variety of different life forms on your planet. This does not mean other trees cannot communicate, but the redwoods specifically, again, modulate the frequency that makes it more easy and more conducive and literally make trees more conductive in their ability to process and interact with other forms of intelligence on your planet through energy exchange. You must understand that one of the reasons why growing plants and trees also take in the idea of what you call your waste gas, your carbon dioxide, and give off the oxygen that you need is that there are specific frequencies even in those molecules and in those atoms that are part of the communion exchange. So that by breathing in what they give off and by them breathing in what you give off, it assures the bond energetically between you and allows for the support of life and communion between all the cells of your body in that way and all the cells of the tree. So it is done not only electromagnetically, it is also done chemically as well, because each and every substance molecularly and atomically has a different frequency. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right. Yes. Anything else?
Okay. The second question is...
Yes.
Okay, this is about excitement.
Yes.
I've been coming towards the direction of the excitement in my life. And
coming towards the action.
How do I say, like coming toward the action?
Have you been acting on your excitement, or you have not been acting on your excitement? There is not a coming towards the action. There is either you are acting on it or you are not.
Acting on excitement.
All right. Now, understanding you can act on it more if you wish.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. On the journey of the path of excitement,
yes.
Sometimes it's continue exciting, or sometimes more excited. But
yes.
Sometimes it's kind of less excitement, like excitement coming decreased.
No.
No?
No.
What?
It's only how you define it that makes it seem to decrease.
Yes.
The idea then is to give yourself the opportunity in every given situation to find a way to define it in a way that's exciting for you, to personalize it, to make it unique to you, and find a way that it is exciting for you. Or to recognize that something may not be vibrating at your preferred frequency, and thus then to not do it, if that is truly the case. But you must become aware, you must be capable of discerning within your own mind whether it is truly something that doesn't vibrate harmonically with you in your preference, or whether you are simply defining it in a way to make it seem as if it doesn't. Once you are honest with your own self-evaluation as to whether you are making it seem not exciting or whether it is truly not part of your overall excitement, then you can decide what direction to go in. But you must always be clear as to whether or not it truly isn't compatible with your frequency, or whether you're just making it seem so because you have definitions that are disguising it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that help?
Between those differences, it's kind of sometimes not that clear.
That's because of other beliefs that make it seem not that clear. So the idea is to always understand that this process is going on, and when you have any degree of difficulty defining something as to whether it is harmonic with your preference or not, then if it is difficult to do so, there is another belief within you that is making the experience difficult. Find out what that belief is. Find out what that definition is that would make the ability to determine what excites you and what not seem difficult. Because by itself, it is not difficult. You will always be capable of recognizing what excites you and what doesn't if you are clear that there are no other beliefs clouding the issue. But you may have other conditions, other definitions that have been fed to you and are unconsciously within you that are making your ability to recognize the difference seem difficult. So find out what those beliefs are and clear them out first by asking yourself the question, what would I have to believe is true in order to have difficulty in deciding what excites me? You understand? And by asking those kinds of questions, you will begin a process of discovering what definitions may make it seem difficult to decide what excites you.
Excuse me, can you say it again?
Yes. Allow yourself the opportunity to find out what beliefs would make it difficult to know what does and does not excite you. Ask yourself the question, what would I have to believe is true in order to have difficulty telling the difference between what does and doesn't excite me? Remember, sometimes encountering something that you are not actually helps you more clearly define what you are. So you can use even the negative in a positive way. Do you follow? Yes. Does that help you?
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you. Say hello to your tree people.
Thank you, Bashar.
Yes.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day. Now, before you continue, all of you recognize synchronicity in action wherever it is, and the idea that there are no accidents. We are talking here about slipstreams and accelerations, and it is no accident that you are aware of the fact that very nearby to your location, a train is constantly accelerating. So take that as a reflection of the entire orchestration of the energy going on in this exchange today. And pay attention to what's going on in the reflections around you. The signs are always there. You just need to know how to open up to see them and let them in. Do proceed. Good day.
I'm very happy to meet you today.
Oh, all right. Thank you. We are very ecstatic to meet you as well.
Very excited. I have 2 wonderful sons.
Oh, all right.
One
Congratulations.
Aryan, thank you. One Aryan is very sweet person.
Yes.
He loves others very much.
Yes.
But his grade is not so good.
His
The other
what?
Grade. And
Grade.
Score. Yeah, grade.
Grade. Yes, we
Yeah.
understand. We know. We're
And-
making a point by pretending to not understand something.
And the other son, Arjan,
Yes.
he loves himself so much.
Yes.
He doesn't care others so much.
Yes.
But his score is very good.
All right.
And-
So you are seeing a great deal of polarity in action here.
And both of them
Yes.
like to become a medical doctor.
All
Will
right.
you please give them good advice for me to?
All right. Well, what we can first suggest is that what's happening on your planet is that in the near future, you will begin to realize that your schools will change drastically in terms of how you teach what you teach. Now, understand that won't happen without you actually making the changes. But we sense within you the potential to understand that where your educational systems are going and where the new systems are headed that will replace the old ones is to allow each child to reveal to you what really excites them so that you can, in whatever it is they need to learn, adapt the lesson to their interests instead of adapting their interests to the lesson. Thus then they will learn how it is they can themselves uniquely apply this information and will always be excited to understand how to apply this information, be it whatever subject you believe is necessary for their facilitation in physical reality, by exciting them and applying the lesson in their vocabulary, in their terminology, in their methodologies. They will be hungry to learn. At the same time, when they understand that the best way, the most effective way, the most magnetically attractive way to allow everything that you desire and prefer to come to you is to serve all others, then you will know that only through the idea of supporting the total whole will you as an individual also be supported by the whole you are supporting. And when you teach these 2 things to these 2 children, their energies will balance out. Do you follow?
Yes.
Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Does this help you then?
Yes.
All right. Share these ideas with them and see how and if they decide to absorb this information.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
And to you, good day.
Let's see. Closer? Okay. I have to hold the mic closer. I think my question is...
Speak up, speak up.
Okay.
Everyone wants to share what you have to say. All the way to the back of the room. Don't leave anyone in the group out, or the whole group can't support you as an individual.
My question is I tend to be able...
You what?
I tend...
You what? There are no tendencies. There are only learned choices. So when you say, I tend to do this and I tend to do that, what you're actually saying is, I choose to do this and I choose to do that. And thus then the question becomes, why? You see, when you say tend, I tend to do this, it's just a fancy word for habit, pattern. I can't help myself, I'm not in control. Yes, you are. When you make it a choice, you're back in control, and then you have the power to ask the question, well, why would I choose something I don't prefer? And now you're in control. When you say, I tend, I have no control. It's just a tendency, I can't control it, I have no power. And that's why you feel powerless. to do anything to change it. But when you say, I choose to do this and I choose to do that even though I don't prefer it, now you're saying it's a choice, and now you say, well, I have some way of doing something about it because it's a choice. And if it's a choice, that means it's based on a belief and a definition. And if it's based on a belief and a definition, that means I can find out what it is. And I know by identifying it, I can let it go, because once you identify a belief and a definition that is out of alignment with your truth, it will appear nonsensical because it doesn't belong to you. It will appear illogical, and because it appears nonsensical and illogical, once you identify it, you will automatically let it go because it makes no sense to hold on to it. See where you go when you say tendency?
Yes.
Is this helping you?
Yeah, it is helping me.
So, what is it that you are choosing to do that you don't prefer? Or that you do prefer?
To think that I'm crazy of what I see.
Such as, for example?
Just being able to see out of this reality into another reality.
Well, we do that all the time. Are you calling our entire planet crazy? No. And if you are, that's all right, because actually we enjoy being crazy that way. But all it is a certain type of crazy, and you can decide whether you prefer to be that type of crazy or not. Remember, people on your planet that are called crazy, it doesn't mean that what they're seeing isn't just as real as what you're seeing. It simply means they're not agreeing with the mass consensus reality, that's all. Do you understand? Yes. Now, that can be positive and negatively experienced, and you have to decide which way you wish to experience your particular brand of crazy. The idea, thus, then, is that if you make it a positive experience, if you make it a coherent and cohesive experience, then your brand of crazy can actually benefit your planet, because you can communicate your brand of crazy in a creative and artistic way. The only difficulty people have with the idea of negative crazy is that they haven't learned how to coherently communicate the idea of crazy in a way that benefits others in a creative and coherent way. That's all.
Well, that was my question, actually.
Well, yes, thank you.
Because I love the creative energy and going out there and creating that in my imagination.
Yes, and imagination is the key, because what is imagination? Do you have a definition for your imagination? Do you know what it is?
Well, for me, it feels like just an expression of me.
Well, it may feel that way, but that's not what the definition of imagination is.
Well,
imagination, yes, that's a way of understanding it, but we are talking about, shall we say, energetically.
Yes.
Mechanically speaking, what is imagination?
Well...
Would you like us to provide our definition?
Yeah. Can you break it down slowly?
Imagination is the conduit of communication between your physical mind and your higher mind. It's the link between two parts, two halves of your whole person. If you're only functioning with physical mind, you're a half-wit. In order to actually function as the whole person you designed yourself to be, you have to have a relationship, an interactive relationship between the physical mind and the higher mind. Physical mind is only designed to do certain things. It is not designed to do the job the higher mind does. But when the physical mind thinks it must do the higher mind's job, it gets into trouble. It tires, it burns out. It doesn't know what to do and feels like the weight of the world is on its little shoulders. That's because it is trying to do a job it wasn't designed to do. Only higher mind does certain things, but when you work together, you flow as a person. Things become effortless and joyful and creative and loving. And you have to learn how to really have a balanced relationship in that way. So by using the conduit of imagination, the conduit of communication between the higher mind and the physical mind and functioning as a whole person, you can, by using that imagination conduit, find a way to creatively express your particular brand of craziness in an artistic way that benefits the service of all concerned. Can you not?
Yeah.
All right. And are you doing it?
Partially.
Partially?
Yes.
All right. Well, what do you mean by partially?
Well, I feel like do parts of it and it doesn't feel whole.
All right. Well, in your imagination, what would make it feel whole? What kind of a picture? How would you need to behave? What would you need to do to represent the idea of a more holistic expression of the sharing you would like to create? Can you define it? Can you describe an image that represents a more holistic presentation of these ideas creatively in your reality experience?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it'd be a circle divided up into all kinds of beautiful colors.
Yes.
And at the center is white, and that's where I stand.
All right. Now, that's a beautiful image, but the idea is, how does that translate into physical action? Because you are a physical being.
That's my question. How do I translate
I'm
that?
asking you to use your imagination to conjure up an image that actually shows you acting on that symbol in whatever way seems most relevant. So if you were to hold that image of the circles in your mind as the symbolic representation of the energy of the reality you're talking about, what do you actually imagine you would need to physically do in order to exemplify that energy?
Well,
how would you need to behave? What would you need to do that you're not doing?
Allow?
Describe it precisely.
Okay.
What are you literally not physically doing that would be more representative of the things you say represent your desires and your dreams? How would you actually need to do something? What would you do that you're not doing?
Well, right now when you ask me, I feel like I need to draw.
Draw. All right. Well, then, do you find that you are in that way artistic?
Yes.
Do you draw as often as you would like? That's a
moment,
no.
That is a no.
Hesitation is a no. Any hesitation is a no. Otherwise, if you were completely aligned with your excitement when we ask a question like that, you would unhesitatingly say yes. Any hesitation is a no. Even if it's yes, that's a no. Meaning not completely. So what expression of drawing would be a more full expression of what you would prefer to do that you're not doing?
Ask that again.
Oh, all right. Nice delay tactic. You chose the idea of drawing as one way to express the thing you say excites you that you're not doing as fully as you would like to do. So, we then in turn asked you, what description, what fuller representation of drawing could you be doing that you're not doing to more fully express that excitement in that particular way?
I still feel confused by your question.
What would you like to draw that you're not drawing?
Well, a lot of things.
Name one.
Okay. A map.
A map of what?
Internal landscapes.
Internal landscapes. All right. Do you draw maps of internal landscapes? Or
yes.
Is this something you would like to do?
No, I do that.
You do that?
Yeah.
Do you do it as much as you would like in the way that you would like and where you would prefer to do it?
No.
Thank you. Why not?
Well, I can come up with all kinds of excuses.
Yes. So the real question, the real, as you say, bottom line is, when will you do it as much as you like in the way you like and where you prefer to do it? When will you do it as fully as you would actually prefer to do it?
Well,
What's holding you back?
Well, when you ask me when, I say when I give myself permission.
And when will you do that?
Well, after today, probably today.
Well, what about right now?
Well, yeah, right now.
All right. So is anything holding you back from doing that?
Well, I'm sitting here and I don't have a piece of paper.
Well, that's not holding you back.
No, I know what you're asking.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, external commitments.
External commitments.
Yes, being a
mother. Meaning what?
Being a mother.
Being a mother. Being a mother means I cannot draw as much as I would like? Is that what that means in your reality?
Well, it has, yeah.
All right, it has, but does it have to?
No, it doesn't have to. But
Can you use your imagination to figure out ways in which it doesn't have to impede you to be a mother and to also draw? And can you also redefine the idea of your motherhood so that it is included in the overall excitement of any expression rather than being, in a sense, an impediment to it?
I would like to do that.
Then do that. Use your imagination to come up with a definition that includes all expressions of your excitement under one umbrella so that they're seen as part of any expression of your excitement rather than, in a sense, an interruption in it.
Yeah, because that's how it's been. It's felt like an interruption.
That's because that's how you've been defining it, as an interruption. So it's no surprise that when you define something as an interruption, it will feel like an interruption and you will be interrupted. But when you don't define it as an interruption, when you define it as part of your excitement, then you will allow the excitement to be the driving engine and the organizing principle that will allow synchronicity in your life to show you how all these things can actually flow together and give you the amount of time you need to do anything that really is representative of your excitement to whatever extent you actually need to do it.
Thanks.
Excitement is the driving engine and the organizing principle of your life. When you allow yourself to flow and let your excitement show you what amount of time you actually need to do all the expressions of your excitement, then whatever you don't have time to do at the end of the day didn't need doing that day. Do you follow?
Yeah. Lanya, tomorrow.
When you thus then act first on the things that excite you the most, that you are most capable of acting on, you allow excitement to bring every other expression of excitement into proper place, into proper relationship with every other expression, and your day will automatically and synchronistically organize itself to give you the appropriate amount of time to interact with whatever you need to interact with that is representative of another expression of your excitement. Did you understand that?
Yeah, I did understand that. That was good.
All right. Anything else?
You're fun.
Thank you. So are all of you, although some of you don't know it.
Thank you.
Thank you.